at Home. I'm Ellie.
And I'm Tom.
And we're delighted that you've joined us for OBC at Home today.
Now we've got two bits of news that we want to share with you as we begin our show today. Firstly, just to be absolutely clear for anyone who watched our last episode and is still confused about whether Nigel really was on our sofa here, the answer is no, he was not. He was just joking, and you could tell he was joking because he would never ever find a takeaway menu stuffed down the side of our sofa of an Oriental chef. Is that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. Yeah, probably. Right. Okay. Why don't you tell them the second bit of news that we've got to share today?
Yes, of course. Secondly, we're really sad to say that this is actually going to be our last episode of OBC at Home. We've had so much fun creating these shows for you, but the time is now right for us to bring it to an end and for Tom and others to focus their attention on creating a roadmap to lead us out of lockdown.
Yeah, and what Ellie is probably a little bit too humble to mention is that she's actually been approached by two major television channels to host their primetime weekday entertainment shows, and well, the powers that be have decided that me hosting this on my own would simply not be a good idea, probably make our already declining viewing figures even worse.
Does that apply to Sunday services too?
Oi, come on.
Sorry. I think we best get on with the rest of the show.
Agreed. We're kicking things off this week in our final episode. Is a firm favourite for all of you at home now, I'm sure. Who knows what we're going to do without it? We might have to go back to watching actual quiz shows on TV. You know, ones with real prizes and much better studios.
But there's one thing we'll never be able to replace.
Now, that is true. We tried, but he just applied for the job again.
It's the one and only Luke Wigston, and for the final time, the Quarantine Quiz Show.
Welcome to the Quarantine Quiz Show with me, your host, Luke Wigston. This week's quiz is Blockbusters. Let's find out who our contestants are. Welcome to today's show. What's your name, where you're from, and what's your buzzer for today's show?
I'm Mark, I'm from Pontypool in Wales.
I'm Jo, and I'm from Leicester, and this is our buzzer.
Brilliant, great to have you here.
I'm Jasmine, I'm from Nottingham, and the buzzer is...
And I'm Everton from Preston, Lancashire.
Well, it's great to have you here. Mark and Jo will be red, and Jasmine and Everton will be green. If they get the question correct, the hexagon will change to their colour, and they get to choose the next letter. We're playing the best of 3 games, so let's play Blockbusters. We're going to start with M.
Ooh.
Mark and Jo, that's you.
Madagascar?
Madagascar, that's correct. Well done. Turn to red for you. You get to pick the next letter.
K.
Okay. Let's have a look what this is. Everybody's back in.
Yes.
There we go. Heard your buzzer first. Don't forget to use your buzzer, Jasmine and Everton. What's the answer, Jo?
I think it's Kiev.
It is Kiev. There we go. Well done. Next letter.
Can you choose one?
O.
Okay, here we go. Jo again. Jo's very quick.
Octopus.
It is an octopus. Well done. So Jasmine and Everton, you're playing, yeah?
Yes.
Good to know. Not frozen or anything.
We're just thinking we're too slow.
That's okay. Ring your bell when you think you know it. Jo, what letter now?
N, please, Luke.
Yes, Everton.
Neighbour.
Neighbour, that's correct. Well done. People live next door and in neighbour. What letter would you like, Everton?
I go for C.
C. Here we go. Mark
Curling.
is curling. Yes, used on ice as well. There we go. Another red for you. What letter now, Mark?
Ooh, yeah, we'll go L.
Okay. I think Joe just in front there.
Linguini.
Linguini. Yeah, well done. Linguini is the right answer. What letter now, Joe?
We'll go for G, please.
G. Okay, there we go. Everton.
You know, I was gonna say ducks, but it can't be ducks. But I'm gonna go for ducks.
Ducks. Okay, remember it's got to start with a G.
Oh, is it G? Oh, I'm still thinking of D.
No, G.
Oh,
Jasmine,
gremlins.
did you have an answer?
Gremlins. Gremlins.
Is it Gremlins?
Gremlins, there we go. We're conferring. Well done, Gremlins. What now, Jasmine?
So we've got to link up somehow.
Shall I go for V?
V.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Joe and Mark?
Vixen.
Vixen, it is Vixen. Well done. Letter for you?
R, please, Luke.
Oh, there we go. And again, Mark?
Romans.
Romans, yeah, well done. There we go. What are you going for now, Mark?
I think it has to be S, Luke.
It does indeed. Get this one right and you win. Yeah.
Scones.
Scones or scones. There we go. I accept scones, but I'll let scones go.
Scones, definitely scones.
Well
The
done.
scones in Wales.
And you've made the link all the way. And the first round goes to you, Mark and Joe. And let's play round 2. Let's start off with the M. That's you, Mark and Joe, just.
Madrid.
Madrid, well done.
Have to be quick.
On the board straight away. What letter now? I think they're frozen. They're both just grinning very happily at the screen.
Yeah, we froze.
You froze.
Oh, we froze.
Well, or we did. I
Or
don't
somebody
know.
did.
On mine, you froze. What was it like on yours, Jasmine Everton?
Yeah.
It was all right.
They froze.
They froze, yeah.
Yeah.
It was us, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. It's all right. We'll get edited out anyway.
Oh, please, Luke.
Oh. Oh, here we go.
Yes.
Oh, I'm not sure your bell's working too well. What's the answer, Mark and Joe?
Ostrich.
Ostrich. Sorry, Everton. Ostrich is right.
We'll have a P, please, Luke.
P. Yep. There we go. I think Everton's very excited there.
Pillow.
Pillow. Yes, it is. Well done.
Wait for the bell.
What letter now?
I'll go for the K.
Okay, here we go. Oh, I think I heard the squeaker just.
Kiss.
It's a kiss. See, I got this from Rose. It was a kiss. Well done. What would you like this time?
Oh, go on and choose.
L, please.
Okay. Yep, Jasmine Everton.
Limousine.
Limousine. Yes, it is a limousine.
Hey.
Pretty sure you said limousine, but we'll accept it.
Limousine.
What letter for you two?
G.
G. Okay, here we go. I think that's a squeaker, just.
Giraffe.
Giraffe. There you go. Let's have a look at your squeaker. There we go. Advantage. You got a draft there. What letter for you?
F, please.
F. Okay, we're going to block them off if you get this one. Jasmine and Everton need this. Yes, Jasmine.
That will be France.
It was France, yes. France.
Well done.
Well done. What letter now, Everton?
B.
B. That's the squeaker, I think.
Bridge.
It's a bridge. Well done. Bridge, there you go. What letter for you now?
We need A, don't we?
Yeah, go on, let's go. for
A,
it.
please.
Here we go. Yes, Joe, that one seems to resonate with a lot of people here today.
Well, I don't agree with the question, but it must be Anfield.
Don't blame the questions, Mark. They come from a factual book. Anfield is correct. Well done. What letter would you like, Mark?
Right, go on, we'll go for N.
And there we go. This to win it. Yes, Jasmine Everton.
First in the calendar.
Oh, I might have to time you out. You got an answer for me?
Oh. I was thinking of one thing now, because if it's N, first day in the calendar, no, pass.
No. Okay, Jasmine, you don't know? No.
No, I don't.
Mark and Joe?
New Year's Day.
New Year's Day. Of course it's New Year's Day. Well done, Mark. Well done, Mark and Joe, for winning today. You take the crown of the Blockbusters Championship. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on the Quarantine Quiz Show. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for. Join us next time for more lockdown laughs.
I'm afraid, Luke, there'll be no more lockdown laughs with you, but thank you so much for hosting the Quarantine Quiz Show, and a big congratulations to Mark and Joe on their win today. Now, I'm sure Luke will be back with more quizzes in the near future. After all, most of his all-age talks involve a quiz. But we just want to say thank you to all those who've taken part in the Quarantine Quiz Show over the last 4 weeks. We're sorry that our budget didn't quite stretch far enough for any actual prizes, but still, we hope you've enjoyed being part of the show. Of course, Blockbuster was a British game show that originally ran from 1986 through to 1993. That was the original run. And it was around that time that our next feature was being written by a classic British entertainer and comedian in preparation for a special show filmed at the Royal Albert Hall in 1994. I'm talking, of course, about Victoria Wood. We're going to see one of her classic sketches now, which featured in the Albert Hall special, performed once again by Gillian Mason, wearing, I'm told, a pair of tights that first appeared around the same time as this sketch. Get those trainers on, it's time for some exercise.
Oh, hi everybody, come on in. Hiya Marion, Jane, Katie. How did you get on last night, Katie? Did he not? Was he not? Could he not? Oh, I bet he felt threatened by your newfound physicality. Oh, okay, everyone, come on in, yeah? Find a nice arm's reach away from everybody, good spacing. Oh, hiya, are you new? Have you got some trainers with you? Oh, never mind, do best you can in them then. They're not ideal stilettos. Katie, come away from air conditioning, love. No, because when we get to leaping and jumping up in a little bit, you're going to give yourself a sort of mini lobotomy on the edge of that. You what? You've already had one? And you only went in for a support stocking? Oh, you should have said something. Okay, right, warming up now, marching on spot. Yeah, come on now. Katie, both feet please. Okay, now, I can see there are quite a lot of newies out there. So, is there anything I should know about? Any bad backs? Any dodgy knees? Any injuries? War wounds? Yeah? You what? Your leg? What's wrong with it? It's plastic? Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, it's nice. Well, actually, it's nicer than your other one. Yeah, a bit more vigorous now. Yeah, that's right. Now, what I always say to everybody is go at your own pace. So if you can't do legs, do the arms. And if you can't do arms, do breathing. And if you can't do breathing, just sit on the floor and suck a zoom. No, I'm only kidding. I'm a bit wacky like that. You'll get used to me. Right, come on. A bit more vigorous now. Okay. So I'm going to launch into my usual preamble. So bear down with me if you've heard it before. So, hi everyone. My name's Madge, obviously. Oh, sorry. Not obviously. I've usually got it written on here, except today I'm wearing my new training leotard combo. Do you like it? It's quite flattering, isn't it? I wasn't quite sure when I got tied to it. I thought, a bit too subtle, Madge. Anyway, okay. So let's get stepping from side to side. Yeah, that's right. Side to side, side to side. Now, come on. To your left. Yeah. Step to your left, Katie. No, your left. No, your left. No, because when you're doing that, you're hurting a foot. Oh, where's lady with plastic leg? Is your foot plastic as well? Well, come and stand next to our Katie, will you? Okay. Well, everybody, I'm Madge, and welcome to my Friday night low impact class for fatties with attitude. Welcome to Fattitude! Woohoo! So, let's funky it up a bit now, shall we? Okay. Now, girls, remember, you can do any diet you like, but if you don't do those exercises, you are up that supermarket without a credit card. And I should know, oh yes, I've been there. I used to have a weight problem at one time. Not anymore, oh no. Okay, so let's give a bit of a kick now, shall we? Yeah, gently kicking the buttock, giving a nice stretch down the front of the thigh. Yeah. Katie, kick your own buttock, please. And now, gently plie on down. That's right. Gently, gently plie on down. That's great. Now, what we're doing here, now carry on doing it and I'll explain it, is we're working this muscle here. Now, this is known as the gluteus laxative, and it is the largest muscle in the entire body, and it is actually directly connected to the brain. So that when we're working it, we're not only improving our breathing and our circulation, but also our ability to follow a knitting pattern. So it's a win-win, woohoo! So, punching across, yeah, raising that heart rate, getting ready to burn some fat. Now, don't get me wrong, girls, we're not all trying to be skinny now, are we? No, we don't all want to be like Madonna. No, some of us would quite like to be like Adele, or Dawn French, or who else? Ariadne Grandad, never heard of her. Or Kylie Minogue. No, I'm sorry folks, Kylie for me is just a bit too petito. I think there's a point at which skinny just tips over into being scrawny, and I should know, because I'm dangerously near that point myself. Yeah, anyway, so now what we're going to do is raise that heart rate even more, heading for the aerobic section. Woohoo! Now girls, don't back off here, because when we do aerobics, we produce a hormone in the body known as phenylmethamphetamine alcohol, and it makes us feel really good, and we can get high and hooked on it. So let's get high. Woohoo! Now what we're ready to do in this section, ladies, is to raise the pulse rate by 80% of 182% of the resting heart rate for 22 minutes or thereabouts. Now, don't try and compete with me on this, because after all, I am a very experienced exerciser, and after so many years doing aerobics, I am a perfect physical specimen. After all, I did run the London Marathon dressed as Anton Deck with a stuffed chicken on my head. But then again, we don't know whether any of this is doing us any good now, do we? Oh, Katie, put kettle on, will you, love, and we'll have a brew. Whose turn were it to bring donuts? Oh!
Fantastic. Well done, Jill, and thank you for preparing that for our show today.
You know, it's a pretty impressive skill to perform like that whilst also exercising, isn't it? I mean, you can barely talk after a few minutes of running.
Yeah, that is true. That is actually true. But hold that thought for a minute. We're going to return to that later. For now, we're going to turn our attention to another performance from within the OBC family, but on a slightly larger scale than Jill dancing around her living room in 25-year-old tights.
We're talking, of course, about the next instalment of our Paradox Throughout the Years series. Within each episode of OBC at Home, we've been sharing a teaser of a remastered digital recording prepared by Andy Bennett of a performance from our very own Paradox Performing Arts group from throughout the last 20 years or so.
Yeah, that's right. Along with the release of each episode of OBC at Home on Saturday mornings at 10 AM, we've also been releasing a Paradox Through the Years performance at 7 PM each fortnight, and this week is no different.
Our clip today comes from a very special performance. Filmed on the 7th of July 2002, this performance was part of a huge open-air event organised in partnership with some of the other churches in Oadby, which took place in Ellis Park.
As part of that event, Paradox, supported by churches together in Oadby, put on a concert for the huge crowd that had gathered there that day to enjoy. Here's a few clips from that show. Well, what a great event that must have been. I know that it's still fondly talked about and remembered from many within our church community. The full concert is going to be available on our YouTube channel from 7 PM this evening, so do keep an eye out for that, as well as plenty more online content that is going to be coming your way over there too. You see, although this is the last episode of OBC at Home, we've actually still got a number of other performances that we want to be able to share with you in our Paradox Through the Years series. So we're going to be releasing those on our YouTube channel in the coming weeks, so please do keep checking that out. Once again, a really big thank you to Andy Bennett, who's been preparing these performances for us, putting them into digital format so that we have been able to share them with you at home. Now, hopefully you've had a little bit of time to catch your breath after our exercise class with Jill, because our next feature might just require us to summon all the energy we can muster within us. You see, there's someone else who has been hard at work trying to keep fit over this period of lockdown, and that is Nigel Swan. To be honest, at the rate things are going down at Welford Road, he may well get a call very soon from Leicester Tigers to swap his season ticket for a playing shirt. And so staying in peak physical condition is vitally important for him right now. Of course, how he's found the time to do this in amongst the cooking, the mat making, the gardening, I'll never know. But here he is, telling us his secrets to keeping his body in tip-top condition. Let's see what's new with Nigel.
and welcome to another episode of What's New with Nigel. This week I need to start with an apology. We need to talk about the elephant in the room. And no, I'm not talking about that really nice elephant wall sculpture that we saw in Leanne's living room the other day when she was leading worship. It was a really fascinating piece of wall sculpture which I suspect comes from her time in Kenya. But no, it's not that elephant in the room. People are rightly getting very agitated about the fact that despite me saying I was doing Pilates, nobody has actually seen me do it. And well, this is where the apology comes. Because I have found out that I am not bendy enough to do Pilates. And so I'm afraid I've given it up. Mrs. Swan, however, is already on level 2 and is really flexible, which is great news for everybody concerned. So, I hear you say, Nigel, if you're not doing Pilates anymore, how are you maintaining the really excellent physical specimen that you really are? Well, here comes the big news. I have taken up running. Running, I hear you say. But Nigel, you're in your late 50s, aren't you? Isn't it a bit late to take up running? Well, yes, perhaps it is. But you've got to keep this body really in tip-top condition, aren't you? And I'm using an app. It's a Couch to 5K app. It's a 9-week program to get you off the couch or that sofa, if you remember from last week, and running 5K. And well, I'm on week 7 of the 9-week program, and I'm currently running about 25 to 28 minutes at a time, and I'm very close to running that 5K. And well, I'm hoping that you'll be able to see me live later on in this episode, achieving my goal of running 5K. So indeed, running does seem a bit of a fad for the younger generation in our church at the moment. I don't know if you're a member of Facebook, but if you are, you might have caught on to the fact that Kim is doing some running. If it's missed you, go and have a look on Facebook. And indeed, Tom recently posted about his exploits on his achievement of running 5K. Now, interestingly, the route that Tom took from his home took him into Wigston. And I was talking to Ellie the other day, and in fact, it's a bit of a con because he wasn't actually running 5K. He had heard a rumour that the McDonald's drive-thru was open in Wigston, and he was absolutely determined to get there first. And he ran all the way there to find out it was a vicious rumour, so he ran all the way back. Hard luck, Tom, it is open now. But I did feel that I probably had something to learn from Kim. She has scaled the heights of doing all sorts of fabulous running things. And so the other day when I was out practicing for my 5K, I came across her. She was waddling along there, and I thought, well, this is a time to ask Kim. Kim, let me know your secret. Well, she could hardly speak, bless her. She was out of puff, and well, frankly, I couldn't wait much longer. I just sped on, leaving her in my tracks, gasping for breath, going, poor old Kim. Anyway, enough of this talk. Let's get on with the action. Let's get out there and run that 5K. Yes!
Hi, well there you are. I'm back at home. I've done 5K. I'm shattered, but this old man's still got it in him yet. See you soon.
Well, there you go. Achieved my goal, ran 5K, all good. I'm clearly recording this a couple of hours afterwards after being completely incapable of doing anything for a good 2 hours. But really pleased that I've done the 5K. And I did feel that in the last episode of OBC at Home, those two young people on the sofa were just a little bit there about their age and how old some of us were. But I think we've we've put one out there for the oldies, haven't we, today? And that's really good. So you keep safe, you keep well, and if I see you out there running, I'll be that blur just leaving you in my wake. So all take care. Bye.
Well, thank you, Nigel, once again for sharing your insights and your tips into one of your other interesting hobbies with us.
I suspect for many of you at home you'll be a little bit suspicious whether he actually completed a 5k run. After all, we didn't actually see him do any running, did we? For all we know, he could have run round to Jill's round the corner and they could be eating donuts together.
Look, very, very true, but look, rest assured, I did actually see Nigel out running the other week. There he was running quite fast actually, being followed by an angry mob of people. I think it was all those that he'd made fun of over the last few episodes of What's New with Nigel. But to be fair, Nigel, you were running incredibly fast and we're very impressed with the progress you've made in the Couch to 5k programme. And in all seriousness, Nigel, we want to say a big thank you to all the time and effort you have put in to making What's New with Nigel each episode for us. I'm sure, like the Quarantine Quiz Show, it won't be the last time we hear about Nigel and his adventures.
Certainly not. But this is the last time we'll see him on OBC at home. In fact, it's the last time you'll see us here on this sofa, as it's time for us to end the show and say goodbye for one last time.
Yeah, thank you once again to everyone who has been involved in OBC at home. Thank you to those who've prepared features for us, for those who've been part of our various features, and for all those, of course, who've worked really hard in the background to make OBC at home possible. In particular, we want to say thank you to our editor, Ellen Jewson.
And most of all, thank you to you at home for watching. We really do hope that we've brought some laughter, some fun and some smiles to your home during this difficult period for us all.
Yeah, thank you as well to all of you who've shared OBC at home with your family, your friends, your neighbours, for helping them to engage with the life of our church.
And we thank you for all your support, your kind words, and for putting up with Tom's terrible script writing.
And for once, I can't argue with that, can I? Here to play us out for the final time is the wonderful Rob Mason with one of his own songs, I Am Home.
But from both of us, it's goodbye.
So God bless, stay safe, and thank you for watching.
I could show you who I am, not just on the outside, but the boy and the man. They still stay with me, take turns to hide so many questions now, answers inside. There's a light on the hills as the sun breaks through, and I'm watching the shadows play here with you. But it's the light I feel, and I'm lost in the moment. It feels so real, and I don't know for sure. I could never say no bricks and mortar ever felt this way. I am home, 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 I am home. I could tell you just what I feel. Words seem to fail me. Maybe I fail them. So I speak with my eyes and through my song. I hope that's enough for you. It's all I am. There's a wind on the waves, froth and foam, spray on the cold clean air, rising high, and the sound from the shoreline breaking soothes my soul. Maybe that's an answer. Let blood flow. And I don't know for sure. I could never say. No bricks and mortar ever felt this way. I am home. 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 I wish I could show you who I am, not just on the outside, but the boy and the man. They will stay with me, take turns to hide. So many questions still